Good evening, everyone, and welcome to round 22 of Season 8. Here in D2 of Contest of Speed, or AM2, excuse me, of Contest of Speed. We are in Mother Russia for this evening's affair. And we've seen a lot of carnage already. A wet track to begin this qualifying session. The rain will stop pretty soon. But, as you see, the championship winner, Mitch Burns, is out. You saw whenever we first started the broadcast, Shelly the Turtle is out. ZX currently holding the fastest lap. These laps are not necessary. We do expect it to dry out towards the end of this session. These guys are just doing their best impersonations of a jet dryer right now, trying to get this thing dried out pretty quickly. Oh, by the way, I'm Kid and Petter, your host as always, joined alongside by Andy Wu.
Howdy. Yeah, I had to, may or may not have gotten a fake passport to come down here in Sochi. Hopefully no one figures that out. But, yeah, not looking forward to this race, I guess, tomorrow for us, but interesting to watch. Lots of straights, lots of 90-degree corners, lots of following. Racing's mediocre at best, but I'm sure the AM2 boys will figure out a way to spice things up. Rain in the first part of qualifying obviously will help with that a little bit. Things will dry out and we'll probably see the times tumble down towards the 1 minute 30 seconds. 1 minute 30 second mark. But right now we're pumping in 44s and 45s.
Yeah, ZX with another fast lap. ZX definitely feeling himself in the wet at the moment. It's right along with Elite Game Boys. He's in the final sector of this 3.634 mile temporary street circuit. I guess it's permanent now. Is that what it's called? Yeah. I guess it's a permanent circuit. It is. It is on streets around Olympic Village. If you guys remember the 2014 Winter Olympics here in Sochi, a resort town right off the Black Sea. It's known for throwing up very strange weather patterns due to its geography. Here's a fun fact for you, Swarner. Did you know that Sochi is the longest city in Europe?
Longest?
It is the longest. It stretches like 40 miles along the coast.
Huh. But I'm guessing it doesn't go but a couple hundred yards outside of the coast.
Not really. It is pretty thin. Yeah.
So it's like the Chile of European cities.
Yeah, it's one way to look at it. Nothing wrong with DK here. Also, whenever you're heading into turn 1, I'm not sure if you can really see it in game. I haven't really caught an eye or really checked. Maybe going into turn 4 as well. You can see Fish Stadium, the host of the opening and closing ceremonies here for the Olympics. Also, DK spins, but he saves the wheels. That's all that matters. Also, host of World Cup games in the 2018 World Cup. Fish Stadium. And who could forget?
Where did you say I could see it at?
See what? Going into turn 1, look a little bit to the left.
That weird dome-looking thing?
No, it's to the left of that. I'm not sure if you can see it on game. We're about to figure that out. But I was doing a little bit of Sochi geography prior to hopping in here.
I'm right on board with Elliot. He's coming out last one.
Yeah, a nice welcome back to Elliot. Won 2 of the last 3 races, or was the last 2 in a row races prior to the winter break, but I think his pedals broke on his steering wheel. Would appear that he's gotten that fixed at this point. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Might not be. Yeah, it might be a little bit. Can you see it? Yeah, you can see it right there. That big stadium to the left. Ah, how about that? Well done to Codemasters for, oh, or right there. Yeah, that's actually a better
Yeah,
look
is
at
it the one to the right?
It's the one to the left there that has like the
Oh,
big,
okay.
it has like the
Yep.
big open spot in the middle.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like where the Seahawks play.
Yeah.
Rain has stopped. Track definitely looks like it's dried out now. Not sure if we're going to see any soft
Definitely not
runners.
time for slicks yet. I think probably another minute or two.
That's probably what we're waiting for, and I guess while we're waiting for that, we can run by some... Oops, hold on, as I'm trying to get the stream working on my phone. Let's do... You want to do cost bets or championship standings first?
Let's do championship standings and roll into cost bets.
Alright, Mitch Burns has won the championship. He's on 310 points, 106, ahead of Vamu Nubel, who is missing yet another race this week due to the, what I suppose are rolling blackouts in Argentina, because his countryman Gordito hasn't made it either. DK only 4 points behind him in third on 200. Electric only 1 point behind him on 199. So keep an eye out for those two today as they both look to overtake Vamu for second place in the championship. Elite is 5th, Racing Fan 6th, Fatal 7th, Porge 9th, Gordito 9th, or Porge 8th, Gordito 9th, VTech 10th. Rounds out your top 10. In terms of constructors, very tight up there. Ferrari has taken a pretty decent sized lead though, 350 to 322 of Alpine. Aston Martin at 283, Red Bull at 274, and Haas at 267, and then even Alfa Romeo at 251. All in with a chance here with 3 races remaining. So tight there as well. We see anybody on outlaps yet? No, we don't. DRS enabled. That is the universal sign for everybody on the slick compounds to head on out.
Well, the only problem now is that there's 6 minutes left, so you're only going to be able to get 1 run in unless you invalidate your first and immediately come in. So I have a feeling we're going to see a couple guys wait till about 4, maybe even 3 minutes before they start going out for their slick run.
Well, if that's the case, I suppose we should get into cost bets.
Yep.
Vamu was the favorite at plus 100. This is a pad track. Pad favorable track, one of the few remaining. But seeing as he can't make it due to the Argentinian president introducing those blackouts, he is no longer the favorite. It is back to usual territory for the championship winner, Mitch Burns, at plus 150. DK follows him, tied with Electric for second best odds at 350. Racing Fan, last week's pole winner, did a touching tribute to Vamu by not finishing the race. He's at plus 450. Elite at plus 600, still looking for his first win in Contest of Speed, by the way. Buffalo Mitch, coming off a pretty depressing couple of days. He is at plus 791. That is a Cost Bets exclusive due to his 791 gamer tag. Shelly plus 800, Abood plus 800. Welcome back, Abood. It hasn't been here since round 4, I don't think, or maybe round 5. Not going to mention the guy at plus 950, but the other one at 950 is Fatal. The field is at 1800, and in terms of safety car, looking at 1.5. Will be a dry race, remember that. And finishers, 16.5.
Ooh.
It's
only
high.
4 DNFs. Yeah.
It's high, but we got a full grid tonight.
Yeah, I mean you've been pretty close, spot on with the over-unders with the drivers finishing recently. I think you were half a point off in the other one with the over-under. I think it was under and then over with the past 2 races, and you've been right around the mark there, so that's pretty impressive. Let me see, I think I'm going with under on the safety car and over on the finishers. Oh man.
over on
Over?
16.5.
We'll see like, it's tough. It's tough. I don't know. You know, maybe I'm just not gonna bet that. One thing I will bet is, you know, I think Elliott's looking good here. He's probably my pick to win the race, and I think that would be he's in the field. No.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that. I need to lower the field. Yeah, we're live lowering the field to about 1,400.
Quick.
Because, yeah, Elliott was a literal last-minute addition to the field. I believe J. Pham might have fallen asleep. And we didn't get anything back from Vamu. Had a couple of reserves lined up, one of them including the future _3. Is this his first race?
Second.
Second race.
He did race last week.
Last week in Spain. He is invalidated. He was the first man to go out on softs. A valiant effort. Arkaka was second. He's invalidated as well. Who is next? Is that possibly...
Elliott's on an outlap, so maybe the Mercedes of Racing Fan it is.
It is. Racing Fan, pole sitter last week, as previously mentioned.
Oh man, he went way deep. Way deep? I don't know. Just super deep into the third sector. Super deep again, man.
Man, he is deeper. He is deeper than my youth pastor right now. I think he's coming around here. Final corner, turn 18 with the 132.7. Obviously, we expect a lot quicker times. But he is the first one to set it.
The last person to cross the line will set, probably, or at least be on the most optimal track. We'll have the best track conditions to set a lap. I think a 32 is probably not what Racing Fan's gonna want. I guess he is full at the moment. And
interesting.
Especially, we got one lap though, so there's probably going to be a lot of invalidations that end up throwing good laps out of the...
I do wonder if he's probably thrown in a little extra fuel. Sochi is notoriously easy on the tires. This is an easy soft medium or medium soft if you're outside the top 10 race. Really nothing even close to needing any variation, unless you maybe rip off your front wing or something. Elite on the mediums finishes P2, crosses the line P2, the 32.9. Guru is backed off at a 32.9 on mediums. Porridge is set at 33.5. Cross the line. Actually, no, this is Mitch. He has timed this up pretty well. The future does a 32.8 on the softs. He is set a lap. Just trying to figure out what order these guys are going in. Arkaka goes P1. That's 32.6. Like you said, Swerner, this is going to be dropping pretty quick as these guys finish their final laps. And they're finally starting to get a little bit of rubber in the track. DK goes 31.8 up at the top, right along with RJ at the moment.
Nobody else is getting a lap now. So.
Yep, this is it. Looks like there is a Haas next in line.
It's electric.
It's electric.
Boogie. He's boogie.
Yep. 31.6 for electric. But I think they're still going to get faster. Yeah, good lap from Porridge.
I think RJ jumps up to P9 on the mediums, so 33.4.
Mercedes.
Across the line.
He is invalidated. Is that possibly Villeneuve? Nope.
Gru is coming in the pits. You got Aston Martin of He Who Shall Not Be Named diving into the third sector. Good lap from him.
Real tricky right now. Oh, ZX up to P3. Oh. So I was trying to figure out who you were referring to. You were referring to ZX.
Mitch
glitched pretty hardcore. Yeah, Buffalo Mitch up there in P3.
Secure the Perks takes P8 on the mediums.
Yep. Strong from Secure the Perks.
Coming around the last couple corners now.
It's Racing Fan.
Or, yeah, it's Elliot, sorry. Elliot jumps to
P2. Ooh, that's pretty slow. Racing Fan gets P2 back. And that'll do it. That is everyone, I believe. Yep, DK is in the pits as well. Did not attempt another lap after that first one.
Fatal's done, and Artaka is done. So that is everybody. Electric Blade, pad track.
It is indeed a pad track.
You did call it. In terms of outside the top 10, we did have a couple DNFs on track. Shelley and Mitch Burns both wrecked earlier, as you mentioned. They're starting 18th and 19th. They'll be ones to watch, I guess, climbing back through the field. Clay Funk also didn't get a lap time in, but we come to expect him to start moving back. He's done it all season. Wouldn't expect him to change anything here. Abood was not able to get any lap time on the board, whether it's due to an invalidation or he's not getting to the line or the line in time. Other than that, VTech and Villeneuve also didn't quite set competitive lap times. So a pretty big battle for the last, I guess you could say.
Titanic battle. Yeah, I'm sure it doesn't matter for Mitch, but Mitch Burns, I should say, specify. It doesn't really matter for him since he already has that championship clinched up. But probably not super duper thrilled with starting on P19 here this evening. Clay Funk has won the Memorial Bottom Feeder Award. He is starting P20. That is, of course, the rivalry between Clay and VTech to start last. So, what do you do here in Olympic Village? We have killed all the stray dogs. We have gone through over 2 million condoms. AM2 is ready to get going here in Olympic Village here at Sochi.
Shout out to Lindsey Vonn.
Yeah, shout out to Lindsey Vonn.
I saw her on the news today. She was on Good Morning America.
I believe she just released a book, probably about all the
that would explain it.
Slightly more famous athletes that she's been involved with over the years. Shout out to Tiger Woods. I think, I think the strat around here is cut and dry. Yep.
But I have a feeling there's some guys at the back that are just gonna put on the hards and make us look silly. But
we do tend to see that. Yeah.
Soft to medium, medium to soft, easy as you like. If you put on the hards, I just feel like you're making a big mistake. There's no point. You can take the mediums 20. Now you could probably take the mediums the entire race, especially if you're on a wheel.
That said, obviously an extremely boring circuit to race on in real life, or to watch in real life. It is a little bit more entertaining on stream, or in the video game. So hopefully we get a nice battle. We got a couple of really quick dudes at the back as well. They'll be fighting their way through, but yeah, it will be a pretty straightforward race this evening. Formation lap is getting underway. Cacho03 says hello. Slaughter says hello. Hello, Slaughter.
What's he doing up?
Yeah, what are you doing up?
Yeah,
Are you a drug dealer? Sleep. Are you a drug dealer, Slaughter? What am I waiting for here?
Formation lap. You gonna start the music?
Yeah, I will after this 15-second ad.
Oh my gosh!
I literally,
this is a short formation lap.
Yeah, I know. I literally started it. I started like an hour and a half ago, thinking I was going to get ahead of the ahead of everything, and it turns out that. Yep. All right. Anyways, here we go. As they're already in Sector 2, I'll run through here really quick. Electric Blade starting on pole, I believe, for only the second time this season. In the Haas, he's next to Racing Fan 4218. Started on pole last week. but did not finish in Barcelona. DK Nortec, P3. Buffalo Mitch, 791, coming off of what has to be the most heartbreaking NFL playoff loss pretty much in history. His Buffalo Bills going down to the Chiefs. He's been in a very dark place, but they say the roses bloom out of the darkest of places or something like that. ZX in P5. Porridge Power with good quality in P6. Elite Game Boy, keep an eye out for him. He is the first on the alternate tire, qualifying P7 on the mediums. Arkaka in 6th. Elliott, winner of the last 2 races before his steering wheels broke. And he has, well, prior to the winter break. But he has missed the past 4 or 5 weeks due to that. But here he is. Secure the perks, coming off a career best P5 last week. He's reserving for Gordito this week in the Willie. The Future also reserving in P11. Gru in P12. RJ on the softs in P13. Fatal 14th. VTEC 15th. Villeneuve in 16th. Abood, one to watch on the mediums back there. Shelly the Turtle was disqualified for something. He'll be starting on the softs in 18th place. Mitch Burns, your champion, is starting almost dead last. But again, the bottom feeder memorial award goes to Clay Funk. And that'll do it. Predictions, quickly. Predictions, quickly.
I think Electric holds on. I think Mitch gets a champion. Mitch gets a podium, and Shelly, I think, will make his way up the field. Quick, boom.
All right, I did not catch any of that, but we are underway from Sachi. Looks like Electric Blade has gotten a really good runaway. DK, on the other hand, in P3, he has started in that toe. Everyone says P3 is...
Oh, boy.
Oh, he really burns. Look at these guys. Oh, my God.
Oh my God.
Looks like about half the field missed the apex at turn 1. Turn 2. Is that 2? Yeah, it is 2. Who is that on the inside? I believe it is
that's Future. He's out.
What?
Not sure what happened. It's a VSC. Oh, man.
We got a VSC here. Look at these guys all scattered. This is going to be very confusing. I'm going to try to get my cat down from in front of the TV. This is really annoying if you'd like to get down. Okay, it doesn't speak English.
Other than Future, RJP is the only one that picked up any damage there. So as crazy as those guys are going, RJ is the only person still in the race of damage.
Had a really wonky angle. At least I did.
I just saw a lot of wall. I couldn't really see a lot of anything else.
It was on the inside of turn 3. It looked like somebody, I think it was probably RJ, got like into the inside wall there, which is interesting.
Got pinched and then just
maybe
turned Future into the wall, and Future probably tried to get off of him and went, because he wrecked into the outside wall.
Yeah,
where
I think
Aiken did in the F2 race.
Ooh, yeah, that was a big one. Jack Aiken knows a thing or two about wrecking, doesn't he? Let's look at the position changes real quick.
Yeah, the Game Boy up 2 on the mediums.
Yeah, that could be big. Mitch Burns up 7 into P12 on the mediums. That is a big time jump. Shelly the Turtle up 5. He's in 12. RJ is going to be pitting. And he'll be
luckily for him, I think he can go to the mediums and take us to the end of the race.
Might be worth a try. Although I think his best chance is probably betting on a safety car. Nonetheless, Electric Blade leads these guys back to green. Big time start from him. Holding off DK and ZX, both of the Aston Martin contingent. Try to...
At the S there. Never mind.
Sorry, I'm trying
there you go.
trying to focus.
Yeah, these guys got really stringed out there.
Yeah, that's the VSC really strung these dudes out. So obviously nothing too crazy going on. Fatal and Shelly getting after it. Oh, look at that! Fatal has caught it. Impressive from him is for some reason I can't find a live broadcast now. Oh, there we go.
Please tell me we're streaming here, kid.
Yeah, we are. Whenever I was trying to switch back from the flutophone. Oh! Shelly and Mitch Burns. I think Mitch got checked up, and then Shelly's went right into the back of him and turned him around through 13 and 14.
Yeah,
one of the most
wing is gone.
one of the most awkward areas on any track you'll see is that pretty much 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 complex.
Yeah, just go ahead and name the rest of the track while you're at it.
Most of it.
Yeah, I don't think Mitch got any damage out of that, but he did lose all of those wonderful positions he picked up earlier. All of his hard work gone, reduced to atoms. But now because of that, there is kind of a big gap from the points to the not points. Villeneuve has a nice little train going. Got Fatal on mediums directly behind him. Elliott, who had a pretty poor start, he's in 13th, after losing 4 spots. On the soft tire too, which is odd. He's stuck behind these guys on mediums.
Yeah, sorry for the radio silence there. I was trying to get back to the live stream. For some reason, it sent me back to the EU3 race from this afternoon. So I was wondering why it kept stopping. That's why. So if you've sent a comment in the past 5 minutes, feel free to go ahead and repeat that, because I'm not going to be able to get it back thanks to Twitch's commenting logic. Abood still mired down here in P14. Obviously stuck behind Fatal, Villeneuve, Elliott, a little train forming with VTech trying to hitch his way onto the caboose. DK starting to put a little pressure on Electric Blade. Both these guys at plus 350 in the hashtag cost bets.
Both those guys are only at about 50% ERS. But if you look at the guys behind them, they're also burning a lot of ERS for this stage of the race.
Yeah, it's really easy. I mean, the track is very inviting with, wide open, basically 90-degree corners. Very fast.
It's just so easy just to use a little bit of ERS out every corner, but a little bit adds up every corner, and before you know it, you're out of ERS and just hoping you can get to the third sector as quick as possible.
Not a ton of super heavy braking zones either. Most of these braking zones are in the fourth, fifth gear. So you're not really braking hard for a long time, except for probably into turn 1.
And look at this train for 11th. Oh boy, we got 4 cars probably within half a second easily here. Fatal.
Yeah, this is
trying to hold off Villeneuve, but Villeneuve with DRS is obviously keeping it close, getting amazing runs on Fatal, at least down in the turn 1. I think he's trying to get it here again. Whoa.
Crazy up here, but it's getting crazy up front to Mitch. Buffalo Mitch making the move on Racing Fan. He just set the fastest lap of the race, and he is now in P4. Less than a second and a half down from the second of the Aston Martins, ZX. Trying to bridge his way up to that lead pack. And doing a pretty good job.
Was able to hold off Villeneuve there, so I think Fatal will be able to make his way back up towards the top 10.
God.
It's hanging tough.
This legitimately looks like a train. The kind that you see on the real tracks, at least.
Yeah, I mean, the dirty air is not really that big in this game, but you can definitely feel it. And especially through all the... Oh, Villeneuve's around. Oh my goodness. I don't think he hit anyone. Fortunately, yeah, I think he just managed to lose a lot of time. But,
boy,
that was pretty impressive.
I had gone up front as soon as he lost it. So that wasn't great.
The opposite commentator's curse.
Nice to see Motown Motor City, who's dropped out of our season. He says that he knows I love trains. That is absolutely true.
Oh, Shelly. Shelly's out. And
Is that a safety car? That is a safety car at a very awkward time.
Yeah, all the leaders are past the safety car though, so they will be able to get their free pit stops. Pretty sure everyone in the field that's on softs will be going mediums, but for the medium guys, kinda throws a bone into their plans.
Yeah, this is super inconvenient for guys like Elite and Gru. Yeah, Gru having a good run too up in P9. Secure the perks. Fatal.
But I think if you're, Elite Game Boy, you just kind of bite the bullet, and I think you just pit twice here. Pit twice, go from softs, come back in, go on mediums, get on the right strategy, go to
well, I think you could do soft from here.
You probably could, but I don't trust the softs to, even though they'll last that long, they're still not that fun of a tire to ride on for 20 laps.
Well,
I think the mediums are probably the way to go towards the end.
Yeah, I think they're going to be in pretty rough shape at the end. We'll just have to see. I haven't done any extended medium running. I'm not really entirely sure, and there could always be another safety car. Now, obviously, this is a street circuit, quote unquote. Herman Tilke designed it through the streets of Olympic Village, and here we are pitting 4, 5. Yep, Elite is in. Porge. Let's see if any of these medium guys stay out. Gru is in. Secure the perks is in. Fatal.
Staying out.
Yep, Fatal is the first to stay out. Elliot in. Abood. Looking for a little clear air up front as well. I think he's gotten sick of being stuck back in the pack.
Mitch is also staying out along with B-Tech ahead of him. Clay pit. RJ, I don't know if he'll stay out or not. He did pit onto those mediums, if you remember, on the first lap. I think he's gonna take it to the end.
Yeah, he was deciding. Oh no, Secure the Perks is put on hards, as has Clay, as is Villeneuve, as is Gru.
And all those guys were on mediums.
Yeah, so they're going
or go on to softs like Elite Game Boy has. I wonder if Elite's going to try to take these to the end.
The softs 20 laps? I think if you stretch them, you could get probably like 13 or 14. But 20 might be a bridge too far. I'm not entirely sure.
Might be pushing it, but if he does it, I respect it. Okay, I mean, if he commits to taking these softs to the end, that would be.
But it's gonna be so tempting, being the only one out of the 18 drivers remaining on this field, on the softest compounded tires. He's gonna be a lot faster than everybody around him.
Yeah, and the problem is he has to contain that because you can't tear these tires up. He's trying to pass everyone because he's the fastest on track.
I don't know. I think
it's an interesting proposition.
It is an interesting proposition. It's not too unlike what we have for Fatal, Abood, VTech, Mitch, Burns up front. These guys are all hoping for another safety car. Oh, is safety car in this lap?
And we didn't have to talk forever. I mean, just talking about nothing, of course.
Boy, that was a lot quicker than I thought. Fatal's going to back these boys up as much as possible. That was a late call.
Oh, he's going.
Oh.
He thought about it, and then fully committed when he saw Boo didn't hit the gas.
Boo, not a bad start, though.
Yeah, VTech's the one that really got caught napping. He might have.
Yeah, VTech, and I think Mitch Burns. We've seen him multiple times this season.
He's lurking.
In bad situations on the first lap after a safety car, he is particularly good.
Bro made it through there all right. No fatalities. It's Fatal. Still leading a boot. Yeah, I think those two kind of got the jump on VJ. It's already a 1.1 second gap, so...
Yep, impossible to overtake in the middle sector here, too, so VTech might get these guys a bit of a buffer. The top two is Fatal and Abood. As DK has come up on this, Mitch and Elite. Guy we're going to be paying a lot of attention to on that tire. Secure the Perks, makes a move on Arcock further down the field.
Mitch tried to burn his ERS to get past VTech, but VTech has already burnt all of his ERS. He's about 30% less than everyone else. A lot of understeer through there. A lot of oversteer on exit.
Whoa, DK! DK outbrakes himself. Easy to do. Easy to do into turn 15 off camber. And Mitch is going to get it done around the outside.
Around the outside there. Nice
DK is really a hero here. He could have murdered Electric Blade, but he did not.
Must have made a mistake. VTech's right on his tail here. Oh my gosh!
What happened there?
I think his wheel's breaking or something. It looked like he just kind of turned into the wall. Boy, he's merging back into traffic.
You know,
I no front wing.
Now,
Elite.
What is going on?
I have no idea.
We got a Abood with...
Yeah, Abood's wheel, like, he keeps just... It's like darting all over the place on him.
Oh, man.
I don't think... Yeah, that's not him doing it. He keeps turning left. It just darts left completely uncontrollably. Oh, man.
Yeah, I think you can see he's trying to let as many people by as possible. But obviously
and then it just randomly shoots left. Some
technical difficulties. Let's go back to the front. Electric Blade. RJ.
RJ's out of the onto the main straight. There's another VSC.
VSC, an immediate safety car.
So that'll give Elite Game Boy a wonderful chance to dive back into the pits. I'm not sure if he picked up wing damage or not there. Yeah, he did. Yeah. So he has lost that left front end plate. After contact with the stricken Abood.
Yeah, it's not going to be...
picks up a drive-through.
Not going to be thrilled with that. Ooh, Mitch Burns. 5-second penalty speeding in the pit lane.
Uh-oh. And Elite Game Boy gets one too. This is probably more out of frustration.
Yeah, that must be pretty difficult. Fatal staying out yet again with these mediums. I think he's banking on another safety car. Shortly thereafter,
now hit the over there.
Yeah, we have hit the over. So winners, collect your money at Cos_Profodes. He will pay you. I believe Fatal. Yeah, waiting for another one. If this next restart's anything like that one, it wouldn't shock me if we saw another safety car. Just absolute tight racing on a street circuit like this. Not.
Game Boy put the softs back on, so he's got a new fresh set of softs. He's taking these to the end, so I guarantee he was going to take those softs to the end last in. But now it's just a little bit easier.
Everyone outside of the top 11 have pit again. Mitch Burns on the mediums. VTech's put on softs as well. Elite Game Boy on the softs. Clayfunk on the mediums. Abood on the softs. Let's try to follow him around here. See if whatever technical gremlin he was suffering from has absolved itself.
I wonder if he is on a wheel, I'm pretty sure. I wonder if his controller fell off of his desk on his joystick.
Is that a thing?
Just a hypothesis. Yeah, I mean, it is a thing.
Taser002 says, is this where commentating careers start? Indeed it is. You can actually catch me announcing NFL games this Sunday. Abood says, there it is. My controller's possessed. It randomly turns sharply to the left on the straights. I wonder if he's got the problem that I had on last year's game, where I would get...
I remember that, too.
I would get controller lag, and it would have a mind of its own whenever I was upshifting or even on straightaways. It would veer to the left, especially in braking zones. So, interesting for a boot. I'm not sure Elite Game Boy is going to be too thrilled with the explanation regardless, but it all makes sense now. We had a working hypothesis that he was not intentionally turning left on the straightaway, breaking his front
yeah,
wing.
he didn't intentionally put himself into the wall. Who would have guessed?
Not exactly Stephen Hawking, but slightly better than most older members of Congress. I believe Fatal will lead the field once more to green in about a minute and a half's time. But we've been talking about Sochi as a Sochi, or Fauci, or Sochi, Sachi, however you want to, whatever you want to call it. Next year will be the last year of Sochi as a circuit,
Thank goodness.
much to the behest of Valtteri Bottas. But yeah, absolutely awful circuit, awful design in terms of racing. But I'll kind of miss it. I don't hate driving around here. It will be replaced by the more accessible Aguna Drive, which is, I believe, 45 minutes north of St. Petersburg. So, hopefully a little bit better attended. But Sochi's, what's that going to be? 9-year run of hosting a Grand Prix coming to an end.
Has it really been that long?
Well, the Olympics were in 2014, and I believe that their first race was 20. It might have been 2014. It might end up being 10 years.
Wow.
Or 9 years. Yeah.
Something like that. 8-9 years.
Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Let's see if Fatal tries to back it up anymore. His teammate is behind him this time. Be interesting to see the team dynamics at play here.
Depends on how good of a run Fatal gets out of this corner, and he didn't get an absolutely fantastic jump.
I don't think Fatal's gonna fight it. But I don't think he's really...
still burning ERS.
Oh, he is gonna try to fight it. Either way, they both got a bit of a jump on Mitch, but we got Haas is battling right now. He's right along with Mitch. Yeah, it's definitely faster the closer you are to the apex. He runs wide.
Oh boy.
We're going side by side through 5 into 6.
No team orders.
No team orders at Haas. Electric Blade is able to get the job done. And the pole sitter is back in front. Here is Mitch. Whoa. Fatal running wide yet again.
Oh my goodness, Fatal. All over the place. Tries to file back in line. Sneaks in front of the
that back end's working too.
Yep.
DK around the outside of the second DRS zone.
ZX is doing it too.
Big time move from ZX, and now his teammates, DK and ZX. I'm mixing up the 2-word names or 2-letter names. This is Racing Fan now behind, but Fatal in the sequence of about 8 corners.
Are just absolutely. I don't know if they're just cold or gone, but they did not agree with this. He is all over the place.
Well, that one, I think he just jumped the curb. I don't think that really has anything to do with the tires. 11 lap old mediums, that should be right in their prime operating.
Just cold.
Yeah, I think he might have been expecting another lap under safety car there and just didn't have...
The Game Boy on those softs he's making quick work of everybody. I think he was 14th on that restart. He's already up to 9th.
Yep. And is this Mitch Burns? Ooh, Mitch Burns making moves as well. Secure the perks for P11. And he is on the back of one Dave Matthews Band aficionado, Grugruck's King 101.
Whoa, Groove. I think he kind of got a little bit loose coming through turn 3. Mitch slides up the inside there, takes that position, moves himself back into the points. back up front. Did Mitch get past DK? Or has Mitch always been past DK?
Pretty sure, yeah, Mitch was in third, pretty sure.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, I don't remember. Sorry, Mitch. Oh, Elliott. He's got a run on Racing Fan. He's gonna have to send it on Racing Fan and not run into the back of
Oh, boy.
A little squeeze there.
That's gonna open him up for Porridge Power as well.
Whoa, an Elite on Porridge. Whoa, a little bit of contact there. The McLaren and the Red Bull. No foul, I think.
Elite is definitely using these tires here. DRS is enabled this lap. Starting on this straightaway, Elliott gets a 3-second time penalty.
Elliott has got absolute straight line speed. Oh boy, we got a
days.
Racing Fan down the inside of Fatal. Elliott's gonna follow him. Elite's gonna follow them. Oh,
lead through the outside, I believe. See how sticky those softs are.
Oh, he might send it here. Nope, thinks better of it. Elliott and Racing Fan, though.
Porridge is going to be able to get to the inside.
Porridge?
Yeah, Porridge is going to be able to get to the inside.
Porridge got touched by Mitch.
And I think Mitch just lost an end plate.
Yep.
Oh man, this race has just not gotten a chance to get going for Mitch. Look at, there's the understeer.
Oh, now Elite Game Boy has picked up wing damage. I wonder if that came from when him and got into each other a little bit there.
How much?
15%.
Nothing
so
visible.
He's definitely gonna feel it.
He'll definitely be feeling it, but speaking of feeling it, Mitch, he's feeling it. Missed his pass for the lead on Electric Blade in that DRS zone on the back straight. So it is Mitch 791, Buffalo Mitch leading the Grand Prix right now. See if Electric Blade has a retort for the front straight DRS zone.
Yeah, Elite Game Boy has kind of lost all the momentum he's had, and it's to be expected. Elliott's kind of driving away from Racing Fan and Fatal at the moment. That whole train seems to have spread itself out.
A lot going on. And I gotta say, I probably deserve this Busch Light. Electric Blade keeping it within about half a tenth, but it looks like DK might be a little bit quicker than he is right now. Is not boding well, but these top three are separated by less than a second.
They're kind of breaking away from ZX, who's about 3 seconds ahead of Elliott.
Yeah, Elliott's got a lot of ground to make up, but ZX, if he doesn't, yeah, he's got to hold on to DRS, otherwise he's just going to be having a very lonely race, barring more safety cars.
Electric and Mitch. Well, that was very easy.
A little bit like Electric and Mitch Burns in Silverstone 2 weeks ago, trading positions.
Yeah.
In DRS every single lap.
Again, there's kind of a top 10 that's pulled away from everyone else.
Oh, yellow.
Got a yellow flag somewhere. Flag phone. And secure the perks. I think there was contact there.
Could have been a situation.
Yeah, I think Clay's missing front wing.
Yeah, he's got damage. He's in the pits, and I wouldn't be surprised if called it quits here.
E-Tech on Groove for P11.
Coming from VTech. Now in the top 10 in points. A couple of guys we might be seeing in AM3 next year and competing for race wins.
I think Fatal has finally got those tires under control, but he's now got company behind him, Porridge, Elite, and Food. Those tires are probably now getting to the point where he's wanting to get off of them. He's really not losing too much time to the guys around him and ahead of him. Really tires.
Electric's able to hold off Mitch this time into turn 13, the second DRS braking zone.
Forge made a move on Fatal 57.
DK is closed up, but I think that those three DRS training off of one another. It is
dragging each other away from ZX.
Yeah, ZX, he's staying about a second and a half away, but it's growing by a tenth or two every lap.
This is flying. Yep, the Electric's not even going to fight it. He might even... Nope, there. DK is not close enough to fit in between those two, so I think it's really just Mitch and Electric DRS trading off of each other, and DK's just along for the ride.
Yeah, there are a few things more disheartening. Obviously, a P4 for ZX here would be good for him heading into the new season, but there are a few things more disheartening for a driver than being just on the fringe of a DRS train and then watching it leave the station.
Just watching it driving, it's the worst.
Yeah, not fun. Got a new fastest lap. Who was that? I was actually looking at my... Let me cut a glimpse.
Probably Mitch Burns.
Alright. Say Mitch Burns with the fastest lap.
One thing I did notice, if you look at the ARS of the top three, Mitch and DK both have around the same 50% electric. He's burning in a lot of it. It's almost... He's down near the 20s. Same thing with ZX. So, that'll probably impact how much electric will be able to fight coming towards the end of the race.
Yeah, and I think I do have a sneaking suspicion that Mitch is running less downforce in the first place. His Elite Game Boys picked up another 5-second penalty.
Yeah, it is a tough pit line because the pit line is nowhere near the little slowdown box. But you can see it. It's so hard to slow down. Yeah. As Elite Game Boys found out, and yes, he did fix his weakness.
What's damage?
They could feel the damage there.
Perhaps
hoping for another safety car.
Perhaps some troubling news for our man ZX, who has been left without a paddle in that DRS train up front. It is Elliott now closing in on DRS range on him. He does have a penalty, but he has been closing rapidly as he hits that exit curve.
He's pushing alright.
Yeah, he is.
Behind him, the racing is completely out of DRS. He was trying to stay within DRS of Elliott, but Elliott driving away, trying to get himself on the podium, or at least P4.
Yep, things have definitely settled down here a considerable amount, thankfully. It's very frantic stuff. Mitch gets a little bit of wheel spin out of turn 18, the final corner. Is a launch all the way down. Is that...
The Game Boy is spun around in the middle section.
Oh.
He probably got a lot on that,
jumped
curb.
It.
Yep, jumped it. 1030 on two wheels.
You can, there's a common thing.
ZX,
turn
3
8.
seconds.
3 seconds for ZX. That'll make things a little bit interesting. Let's check the good old penalties. Yep, 3 seconds for each. Guru also won 3 seconds. A little further down the field in P10, trying to hold on to a point.
Got about a 7-second gap behind him, though. I think Guru will be able to hold on to that point, pending any spins or penalties. Oh, wow. Speak of the devil.
Clockwork. Absolute clockwork. Mitch 791. Yeah, Mitch 791 really breaking away here. I thought DK might have something, but I don't think he does. I think Mitch.
I think he's holding on for dear life here.
I think Mitch. Mitch is the strongest guy on track right now.
The DRS is hard to break, and even though Electric and DK are burning through their ERS, Mitch is. I think you said it. He's got a lot lower downforce than these two, so the DRS isn't really as powerful.
Yeah, the DRS isn't. Yeah, look at that. I mean, the DRS, you can see it's working a little bit, but not a whole lot. Mitch definitely has dragged that car out.
I think next lap, Elliott will be within DRS range of ZX. That's a straight up battle for position, and they're both having 3 seconds now.
Yes, indeed. Let's go back to a position change so far. Elliott up 4 spots into P5. Abood, biggest winner of the day so far, in P8. Only about 2 seconds behind Porridge Power for P7. So certainly a decent re-debut, like we said. He hasn't raced since round 4 or 5. But he is definitely one of the best part-time Mercedes drivers from Lebanon that we have here in Contest of Speed. On the short list.
I mean, I'd say outright the best Lebanese driver we have in Contest of Speed.
Yeah, it's entirely possible. You know, might hear Stephen A. and whoever else arguing about that on First Take tomorrow morning. Racing fan, that gap has stagnated to Elliott, but Elliott has been slowly closing the gap on Bad Fast ZX, and I think that this is his time to get the job done. Easy as you like. Into turn 2.
Honestly, I think ZX just hoping he finishes his race quite in the right direction. Yeah.
Oh, there we get the beautiful camera, the swivel camera through. Say what you want about Sochi, but one of my favorite images in F1 in real life and in the game is whenever they get that swivel camera around that long horseshoe turn 3. You can really see how fast those guys are going through what is essentially a 180-degree corner. Elliott runs a little wide. Villeneuve picks up a 3-second time penalty.
DK also picked up 3 seconds on this lap. So I think he's now just in the cruise mode. He's just holding on, trying to get P3, and that would move him and Electric past Bamu for P2 in the championship.
Right.
Also, look how close Electric is. I think he might be. Yeah, he's definitely going to be able to make a move here.
Can we check the tire status of both of these cars? Plus,
we can. They are identical.
Wow.
Well, actually, Electric's rears are about 5% worse than the other twos, but everyone looking at about 35% on the front left. Oh, Abood!
Oh, out of the final corner. Out of the final corner, Abood.
Well, safety car's out.
A safety car and a lap. Okay, a lap is reemerged. 22 laps to go. Is this worth it to throw on softs if you're one of these top 7?
I am.
Who are all on the same strategy. Top 7.
I think if one of them goes, they all go.
And I think you're right.
So
I think one person might try to buck the trend, but for the most part, yeah.
I mean, I think if Mitch stays out, I'm doing the opposite of whatever he does, and I think Electric's right in that same mindset. It's very NASCAR mindset. All right, whatever the guy in front of you does, you do the opposite. And I think whatever Electric does, everyone else is going to follow in behind him. So if Mitch doesn't pit here, he's going to be a sitting duck. He's kind of damned if he does, damned if he doesn't. But,
yeah, I certainly don't envy his position, but this does have some shades of Imola a few weeks ago. First race back after the...
He's hitting.
Yep, there he is.
Yep, and everyone else is coming too.
Very late safety car. Elliott, ZX. Aston boys are going to be doubling up,
Yep.
but they did have a gap to Racing Fan behind, so hopefully it's not too bad.
Be fine there.
Porridge is in. VTEC's obviously in. Grew on the hards. He's going to be coming in. Ooh, Porridge having a good race so far. 5 seconds time penalty. Hate to see that. Secure the perks. He's got nothing to lose. He's rolling the dice. He's a reserve coming off of his best finish. He is going to be the cork in the proverbial bottle on this restart, whether it's probably lap 25. Is he good? Oh, no, he's not. Oh, I thought he was... Okay, I thought he was going to be able to get all these guys. He isn't. He's going to be in P5 on those hards.
Oh, man.
That's going to be... There's a big old gap here between the top four.
I think Elite just ran to the back of Fatal. Not a clue what's happening. Elite has been through it all today's race.
He's been through the Washington. I think he's driving up alongside of Fatal, and I don't think he's too thrilled with whatever has transpired. And honestly, he's had a rough evening.
Yeah, he is.
Interesting, Mitch Burns. He is on 7-lap-old soft tires.
Yeah.
Did not pit. Elite Game Boy also on those 4-lap-old hard tires, as well as Secure the Perks, who is gonna have a whale of a time here.
I don't. Oh man,
this
I don't know
is,
about that call. But you feel bad for ZX, who probably got held in the pits for maybe half a second behind DK, double stacking, and that ended up costing him a position on track, and more importantly, a position behind a guy on 15-lap-old hards.
I think Secure Perks probably thought he was going to be coming out P1. That's what I thought, but
I think he'll be able to pit if he wants, though.
Yeah.
He is clean on penalties, so I think it would probably be wiser to hit.
He's going to drop like a rock. And
yeah,
honestly, he's going to be in prime position to be picking up penalty points as well, with tires that outdated. But he is going to decide not to. Is that Porridge? He's going to come in.
He's going to serve his 5 seconds.
Yeah, serve the 5 seconds. It's not a bad idea from Porridge, but I do hate to see it. He was having one of his best races in quite some time up there in P7, part of the safety car.
One thing I can do while we're under safety car is check penalties and warnings. So Mitch up front, completely clean. Electric Blade, 1 warning. We know DK has 3 seconds. Elliott 3 seconds. Secure the Perks is on 2 warnings. So he's 1 warning away from 3 seconds. ZX is on 3 seconds. Racing Fan and VTEC, both 1 warning apiece. Grew, we saw him pick up 6 seconds. Mitch Burns is only on 1 warning, so he's bound to pick up some spots due to penalties. Villeneuve, 3 seconds. Fatal is completely clean. Elite Game Boy is on, I don't know how many penalty points, 13 I think? Yep, 13. He is a speeding penalty, contact penalty, 3 seconds. Arkaka, 2 warnings. Clayfunk, 2 warnings. Porridge Power, 2 warnings. So, things can definitely shake up here. We're probably going to have about 3 to go. We're probably going this lap, so 2 or 3 laps. Easy to pick up warnings, so we'll be surprised to see whether it's some people jumping up the grid or some people losing a spot. Penalties here.
Indeed. Shout out to Coom Cavity in the comments asking to join the league. Contestspeed.com, and you'll find our Discord there. Want to be a sub driver Well, you could be full-time next season. We are expanding to a third AM division.
Proud of it, too.
Big Shooter says just
AM
need to
Racing.
get it for Xbox. Oh, this is only PlayStation.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah,
PlayStation only.
Apologies to Big Shooter 229. You need to get a PlayStation. The Japanese makes superior products. Everybody knows that. Safety car is in, though. 3 laps to go at the line. Mitch is gone. See if Electric Blade can respond.
They're both gone, but DK got stuck in the mud.
Oh, he sure did. And Elliot's going to get the move. Oh, they're burning the ERS.
See who's on the brakes. DK holds on to it.
DK's been strong through turn 2 all day. But Elliot, ducking on the inside. What a optimistic move from Elliot.
I think it's going to work out, too. Oh, DK sending it. No!
Whoa, there's DK. And that's going to be his teammate, ZX.
No.
His loss this week. You see winglets flying in the background.
Oh,
chaos. Pure chaos. As the Aston Martin boys have completely ruined their races.
Oh, no.
ZX, no front wing whatsoever. And this is going to be the world's saddest drive.
Oh, no. They were going 3rd and 4th to 15th and 16th. Oh, DK spun again.
Let's take our eyes off that. Let's go back up front. Electric Blade puts in a purple sector 2.
Secure the perks. Let's by his teammate. That's grew up in the P6. VTech and P5.
Wow. Good day for VTech and Gru. Somehow up there in 5th and 6th.
Mitch Burns in P8. He's always going to try to find his way somehow into the top 5. Back up front, though, Mitch and Electric are booking it. Already broke DRS from Elliott behind him, but he already has a penalty, so he's not racing for the win anyways.
Yep, the win is going to be up here. 1.5 seconds is the gap behind Electric Blade. Less than 4/10 in front as they go around turn 3 for the second to last time here on the penultimate lap from round 22 out of 24 in Russia. Been a fun season so far. Buffalo Mitch coming off of, again, an agonizing defeat on Saturday or on Sunday night, where he watched the Bills completely blow it. 13 seconds.
Elite, secure the perks. Mitch Burns, Villeneuve, and Elite game were on a massive train. Oh, and throw fatal in that mix too.
All right, crazy stuff going on back here. So we get another great shot.
No important.
Another swivel cam is. Oh man, we're checking out all the hot spots around the 2014 Winter Olympic Games. Are we going to get DRS on the final lap?
I think so.
Well,
and I think Electric Blade's going to have just enough ERS for it. Yeah, because the detection point is right past the start-finish line, so they will get DRS. Oh boy, that's Game Boy around. Bad race, gone worse. DRS, final lap.
Elliott fastest lap.
On
board. Yeah, I think Mitch knows it. See if Electric...
Defending inside.
Yeah, Electric's not going to make the move yet. Mitch has defended well into turn 2. But the final DRS is that back straight into turn 13. That is...
Just depends on if Electric can stay close enough and if he can
get the pits.
Decent exit. Oh boy.
Electric Blade
is on 2 warnings, by the way, so if he does track extend anywhere here.
Electric is looking for his set. Going to be 5th win. Fourth win of the season.
Didn't get a good enough exit. I don't think he's going to get him here. Mitch has plenty of ERS to defend with.
I think Buffalo Mitch is going to be able to turn tragedy into triumph here, knock on wood. One last time under the bridge through the most awkward complex in racing.
Just going to keep keep it nice and smooth here.
Yep, easy on the throttle. Through the
Fatal's around.
Oh,
Secure
Fatal.
the perks is out.
Oh, no.
Contact, I think, with Play Funk.
An electric nipping at his heels.
He's
But
trying.
Mitch will come across the line. Buffalo Mitch with his first win since returning to Contest of Speed after about a 2-year hiatus. Earlier, or late last season, or last year, calendar year. Probably feel pretty good. Extra special win here in Sochi for Mitch. A lot of people say he's a Soviet. Mitch is a Soviet operative, and he's doing one for his for the Kremlin here tonight. VTech in P4. Wow, that I believe that ties. It's got to tie his season high, if not exceed it. But good haul of points for VTech Racing Fan in P5
for Ferrari too with VTech. I expected them to lose out some points to Alpine, and I don't think they did.
No, they did, but it wasn't that bad. Mitch Burns in Villeneuve. Where's Villeneuve at? Villeneuve with his
they're 6th and 7th.
Tied for his second best finish of the season for Villeneuve. They're in P7. So shout out to him.
So yeah, that's 14 points I think for Alpine, and 12. Yeah, I think only 12 because Future is out on lap 1. So 12 points for Ferraris, and that's 20 points going into the last 2 races. The constructors, quick maths.
Quick maths. Shout out
from the grid. I'll go ahead and get the podium boys in here.
I'll get the grid. Big Shooter with a shout out to old Mitch. But yeah, you two, you and Coom Cavity, if you guys just want to sign up on the Discord, the admins will get to you, ask you for some TT times. You'll be all set to go. Season 9 will be kicking off in about a month and a half. Less than a month?
I think it's probably close to a month. I'd say
it's pretty close.
Yeah, probably late February, early March, easily.
Yeah, for sure. Mitch Electric, Elliott, VTech Racing Fiend, Mitch Burns, Villeneuve, Gru, Clay, Arkaka, Fatal, Porridge, ZX, DK, Secure the Perks Elite, Abood, RJ Shelley in the future. Whoo! Barely got
it. That's pretty good.
Barely got it. Oh, man. Almost strained a vocal cord trying to get that out. That is your running order here from round 22 in Sochi. Well, fun race. All things considered, 3 safety cars. That's going to be the over. And if you took the cost bets exclusive of Mitch 791 at plus 791, well, you are now a rich man. Got a couple of guys in here. I believe the Alfa Romeo boys.
Yeah.
Who waiting on?
Waiting on Electric Blade. Wonder if he'll be joining us or not. We're waiting on Elliot to connect to the front. There he goes. Alrighty.
There we go.
We can go ahead and get these interviews underway. We'll start with the man in third. Yeah, didn't really have much. You kind of drove through the field. A couple of safety cars. You got lost. Or just wrecked right in front of you on the last restart. Managed to avoid that and somehow snuck home with a podium. How was that race?
A sweaty one. I'll say that.
Sweaty one. All right. Any battles in particular that caught your mind? Caught your eye?
It's kind of hard to remember. I think me and Bad Fast had a little one going on there for a little bit. I don't know how long that lasted. And I was dragging Racing Fan along with me for a while too.
Yeah, we saw that earlier. Yeah, it's kind of hard to keep up with everything when you have so many safety cars, so much chaos. Cars flying everywhere. But, yeah, we saw that you were dragging Racing Fan through the field. Pit for sauce on that last restart. I think you ended up getting the fastest lap for this race, so I don't know.
Yeah,
that makes you, get off or something. Good for you, I guess. But other than that, you kind of drove a sneaky P3 race, I guess we could call it. But someone has to complete the double podium for a team. And I think that's the first double podium for Alfa Romeo this season. They haven't quite had the... Oh, wait, nope, that's your second, because China, y'all had a win too. Boom, look at that. I have a great memory. Other than that, I think... I
would like to say...
oh boy, go ahead.
Hopefully I didn't kill DK there. I know he was close. I don't know if he hit me or what happened. I haven't.
It was a bold move at best. So I think you'll be fine there. But yeah, never like to see contact. But yeah. We'll let the stewards see, of course. But I think you'll be fine there. Other than that, congratulations on your P3, up 6 spots from where you started. So good race, nonetheless.
Elliot, are you anti-military by chance?
No.
Okay. All right. Just making sure.
Okay.
Making sure. All right.
Okay. Just checking. All right. Congratulations. We'll move on to Electric Blade in P2. So close, yet again. Nipping at his heels for the entire last couple laps there, but it looked like Mitch just had the straight line speed on you. Anything else you'd like to add? Electric Blade.
No, not really. That was... I was just trying... I was praying for the last lap to get enough speed, but I guess I didn't, so...
Yeah, didn't quite get a good enough exit there on the last DRS straight, but might I ask what wings were you running? Or is that a trade secret?
Like 10-6.
Oh boy. So,
Yeah,
Mitch must have been trimmed out. We'll ask him the same question here in a second, but yeah, you kind of ran second. You and Mitch were flip-flopping spots there at the beginning, and all through the end of the race. So y'all did put on quite the show for us. Other than that, it was only I think a 5/10 gap to 7/10 was your gap to another win, but unfortunately had to settle for P2. Moving on to next week, I think you are now second in the championship. So there you go. Boom. Congratulations.
Yeah, definitely a bounce back from last week, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you're just really good at finishing second. So, there you go. Congratulations. Now, moving on to a guy who's not good at finishing second. Definitely needed the boost in serotonin levels. Mitch, congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah,
Oh,
it
he's
was fun. Yeah.
You come back, you get... Yeah, had a tough race in or in your, Daytona 24 hours. Then watch, Buffalo.
Oh, come on. I don't why we need to talk about
murdered
it.
by a coin toss.
Let's not talk about. I feel like at this point I'm still in the 5 steps of grieving, so you're not allowed to talk about it unless I bring it up. I feel like that should be how that works.
Okay, we'll bring it up. No, I'm just kidding. Started P4, made a pretty good start there. I gotta ask, what wings were you running, man? Because you just absolutely drove away from these guys on the exit of the corners, flew down the streets.
Yeah, I was running 8.7.
8.7. Okay, well that is a little bit less than 10.6 if I do a little bit of math there.
187 on an undercover cop.
That was
whatever that guy says.
Yeah, I think you
kid.
can. But yeah, not really too much else to add. You made the interesting call there to pit. We were kind of saying that you were damned if you did, damned if you didn't.
That's funny you said that, because that's literally as I was entering the third sector, I was saying to myself, I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. So
yep.
I have literally
if
no
you didn't
option.
pit, Electric Blade, we know he's a NASCAR guy. He's going to do whatever you didn't. So, yeah, I think you made the right call there.
I just assumed, we've been on those tires for a little while. Anybody in the back would have pitted.
Yep. So you probably wouldn't have lost too many spots, but yeah, I think that was the right call. Ended up getting yourself a dub, your first victory since returning, I believe.
Yeah, it's actually the first full race I've put together without spinning out either, so that was nice.
Yeah, congratulations. Well, I think we're all done here. Kitten, you can wrap it up like a homeless man with a blanket under a bridge.
Yeah, that's if he's not too drunk to remember. I think. Before, how about we gauge the room here? Braxy TV, not sure who he is. He says hello. Feelings on the new car, very broad. Hopefully, you can pass. But they do look kind of cool. So,
yeah, they look smaller. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah,
definitely it's better with smaller cars.
Yeah, everything's it's not the size of the boat; it's the motion of the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, yep. That's what. Yeah. That's what my stepsister says. I think that'll do it here from Mother Russia, the artist formerly known as the USSR. Tomorrow on here, Cos_Formula 1. You will catch EU2 at 4 p.m. Eastern, followed by Andy and I, as well as probably Electric, because you'll probably catch him in the EU2 race as well. But AM1 is at 9 p.m. Eastern, followed by EU1 Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern. And then next week, where are we headed? Some people might be asking, what is the penultimate round for this 24-race season? The slog of a season. It is quite possibly the worst circuit ever designed by Herman Tilke's son. So, we'll catch it from there. I have absolutely no clue what to expect. I'm sure it'll be a lot of fun for these guys to traverse. But yeah, until then, for our race winner, Mitch 791, P2 Electric Blade, P3 Elliott, and my co-host Andy Wu, I'm Kitten Petter signing off for the rest of the week. We'll catch you next time in Saudi Arabia.